Okay, this will be a what am I burning, melting, and using video. Okay, so first let me show what I am using in my kitchen for hand soap is the honeyed pineapple pumpkin. This soap is about, I think, as far as first, I don't know when it was first introduced, but I believe this is like the second year. And I got these during SAS 2015, I want to say. And I'm impressed with it because it stays smelling fresh. And it's an irresistible blend of caramelized pineapple, creamy pumpkin, and molasses. This soap is just way too luscious. So I started it around Thanksgiving, but I still have quite a bit of it because I am also using twisted peppermint for food odors. My body tends to absorb food odors like garlic, onions, and it just gets on everything. So whenever I use it, I like to use this twisted peppermint soap and the hand cream right after. Well, I use the soap, then I rub on the sanitizer, and then I soften that up with the this isn't actually twisted peppermint. It's called Love Peace Peppermint. So, as most of you probably know, this twisted peppermint is a very strong scent, very strong thrower in the candle. I was trying to see if I could see the notes, but I'm sure most of you know what the notes are. Well, here they are. Can see it, and that works very well for cutting those food odors from my hands. Okay, so let me just swing right on over to what I am melting. I'm melting and burning a lot today because it is so cold. It is so cold that cold air, then the wind is blowing so hard that cold air is leaking into my windows, even though I have fairly new windows. So I'm burning and melting a lot in an attempt to stay warm. And as you can see, this is maple cinnamon pancakes. It is in a 3-wick jar, but you don't see any wicks because I have poured in, as I do sometimes at the end of candles, I just melt it and throw it all into one jar so I can get rid of some jars. So this is a combination of maple cinnamon pancakes, frosted cupcake, and creamy nutmeg. And it smells delectable. Okay, so over here to my Yankee centerpiece. And I'm not melting this with the lid on. I just put the lid on quickly to show you what I'm melting. I am melting Christmas cookie. I love this. It is smelling, it is just combining very nicely with the other thing I'm melting on the candle, the homemade candle from the maple cinnamon pancakes and frosted cupcake and all that. So it's blending in deliciously with that. And the other three things I have going, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But yeah, Christmas cookie. Excellent scent throw. This one, contrary to some of the others, I usually cannot get more than, say, 24 to 30 hours out of without it starting to have a kind of burny smell. Or a kind of buttery, greasy smell, maybe. But 24 hours is all that's promised from the melt cup. So with the others, I get a bonus of getting more hours, but this one, not so much. But I love the scent. It's a delicious smelling scent. Kind of, I smell a lot of, I don't, well, it's hard to tell with the other stuff I'm burning and melting, but I think from here I'm getting just that sweet, delicious bakery note more than anything else. And now for something that I'm actually burning. 2 Yankee candles. I put them side by side just to give you a glimpse of the difference between the old and new labels. Now really, which one is more appealing? I don't know. But I'm burning pumpkin pie, and I was led to try this one from Candle Dancer, Anthony, not Candle Dancer, Candle Cafe, Anthony's review. He loves it, and he talked about the spiciness of it. And I think he said there's not much pumpkin, it's mostly spice. So that is what led me to try it. And it is delivering. Thank you, Anthony. Actually, both these candles were marked for dead because I was getting smoky wicks and a burny smell. But and even now, look at the wax pool kind of accumulating on the side. That it's not burning on the side, but I kind of rescued it by trimming the wick more. Usually I pinch off the tops of the wicks, but I have found that with Yankee candles I need to actually just trim them, and I don't have a wick trimmer. I use some small scissors. But anyway, like I said, this candle here, pumpkin pie, is very spicy. I get that crusty, delicious scent of the pie crust. Kind of almost as if I can smell the nutmeg, the vanilla extract. It does sort of smell a little pumpkin-y to me, but I don't know. I'm certainly not going to question Anthony's note detection, because he's an expert, it appears, and I think he is. And then just look at this label, though. Isn't it great? For the gingerbread. Now, this is spicy. Very, very spicy. Parts of it, and I don't know if that has to do with this accumulating wax on the side, but it goes in and out with having a kind of burny smell. Like, it started off great, then when I came back downstairs, I felt something that smelled more like it was burning, but that has kind of gone away, and now all I smell is the spice combining these two together, along with what I've showed you. But anyway, it's just making it smell like a bakery in here, and I'm truly, truly enjoying it. Now for the last thing, what I have in my candle crock. And I got the idea of getting a candle crock as opposed to a warmer from Nuts About Candles. Can't think of his actual name, but his screen name is Nuts About Candles. And I ordered this from Amazon. Can't remember how much it was, but it fits Yankee candles, the large jar on down, and it also fits the Bath and Body Works 3-wick candles. Right now I have in here my other pumpkin pie. The same thing happened to this pumpkin pie that was happening to the other one before I rescued the wick. So I just threw it in here, and it gives us off an excellent throw. Oh, by the way, to go back to the other 2 candles, the gingerbread and the pumpkin pie, I would give the throw for the pumpkin pie about a 7, and the gingerbread maybe a 7.5. And yeah, so this is in the candle crock. I can't remember what time I put it in here, but as you can see, it is all melted down. all pulled out. And I love the candle crock because I've left, it doesn't get too hot, but it does give a good throw. And I have actually left it on by mistake overnight. And it still doesn't smell like it's burning. I just get the scent of the candle. So I shouldn't do that, I know. But it seems to not overheat. So moving on to my powder room. I have a wallflower. First of all, isn't that cute? The cardinal. I know that's the Christmas type bird, but I like it. So I'm going to keep it up through Valentine's Day. I actually just took down this wallflower plug. I had cranberry frost in here, but it was just about gone, but it had done quite well. I had it in for probably about 3 weeks. So didn't it go well with this soap dispenser, which I will talk about what's in there in a minute. But yes, in this wallflower refill is warm apple pie, and the scent throw on this, I actually liked the candle, and I got pretty good, decent scent throw from it. Probably more decent than some others. Well, I had it in a smaller area though. But the wallflower plug, the throw on that is absolutely wonderful. So I'm sure everyone knows the notes for warm apple pie. And what I get when I walk in here is as if I was, I've never made an apple pie. I'm not a big pie person. But it kind of reminds me of when in my family, my auntie made apple pies a lot when I was a kid growing up. And it reminds me of how wonderful it smelled when it was baking. And I love the crust of apple pie. I love that gooey, doughy crust. And somehow this wallflower takes me to the wonderful doughy crust of apple pie. And I smell the apples too, but the bakery note is what's winning me over. And then on over to the soap. What's in this dispenser is, I think it's called, this dispenser, by the way, is just for gentle foaming soap. And what's in it is vanilla snowflake, I believe. I believe that's what it's called. I really like the scent. It's a strong vanilla scent that to me has a bit of a caramel type of note in it. Sort of like vanilla bean, but maybe a little more caramel, maybe. I think that's what I'm getting more of. Well, I don't know if it's caramel I'm getting more of. A bit more tanginess. So maybe not caramel, but I don't know what the note is. So sorry I can't describe it better. But then occasionally I'm burning these. Not very often because the wallflower plug is really sufficient. But usually when I clean the bathroom and I want to get rid of the bathroom cleaner smell, I will light this spiced apple toddy along with this, oh well, you can't see the name of it because I just put this votive into a votive holder, and it is Magical Forest, something or the other. And like I say, I don't light these often. I had actually lit them when I was trying to get rid of the smell of a bad wallflower that just permeated everything and wouldn't go away even when I switched the wallflower. That's when I put these two in here and they did the trick. But I have lit them a couple of times after cleaning. Now in my family room, but more for family/living room. I don't have separate ones. but more for decorations more than anything. But I will, when I come in here to watch football, this is my football chair. It has weights in it right now, but yeah, that's my football chair. It's a lazy boy and it reclines. But anyway, more for decorations, but I also do light it. And I'll probably light it today because it's so cold in here. But it matches, well, I mean, it's really Christmassy, and I like the combination with the gold QVC candle holders. But this is roasted chestnuts and cherries. And the notes are salted chestnuts, cherry bourbon, roasted pistachio. I didn't realize that. And sweet cream. And I absolutely love this candle. It kind of reminds me a little bit of cherries on snow, and I've actually melted that wax cup when I burned it. I have one on both ends, by the way. This is just the box that I keep my remote controls in during the Christmas season. I keep them in another type of box like this when it's not Christmas. And I also have one for the fall and one for Valentine's Day. Valentine decorations and one for spring. Okay, so yeah, I love it. I don't really like chestnuts that much, but combined with the cherry notes, it gives it a really great aroma that I really kind of, what it brings to mind when I'm burning it is the Christmas song, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I don't know why, but I just think about it every time I burn it. And it has great burn, as you can see. Oh, well, this one did not have great burn. And as you can see, it has been on the warmer because the wick drowned. So what I usually do, though, when I light this one, I'll throw this one on the warmer. And because I have a strong sense of symmetry, I'll put something else there, even though it looks kind of weird with, the other red one. But did you want to glance at my Christmas mantle? Because my Christmas decorations don't come down until the Martin Luther King holiday, because I have an extra day to get it all down and pack it away. So I know you may think it's weird, but hey, works for me. So yeah. So I will go upstairs and show you what I'm burning there. Okay, so on my stairway landing, I am using warm apple pie, and we've already gone over that. And here's my stairway landing Christmas tree, by the way. In the master bedroom, there is 'Tis the Season, and it's actually not throwing like I would have thought it would. Have I used this wallflower before? I can't remember. But the candle throws so well, I'm kind of surprised that it's not throwing the way the candle does. And I guess what could best be termed as my dressing room, I am using a combination of Vanilla Bean Noel fragrance spray mist and the body cream, and also the gingerbread latte spray and the marshmallow pumpkin latte body cream. And I use these interchangeably, the gingerbread latte and the marshmallow pumpkin latte. They play nicely together, and yeah, I've just been using them together. And I'm not going to even, well, maybe I will. Also, what I'm burning in this room is Luscious Plum Yankee Candle Centerpiece. I always think that that's a very good descriptive name for this because It's kind to me, it's sort of perfumey because it has a sweet smell. And I don't think fruity when I smell it, but I love it though. It's not too perfumey. It's just the right combination of maybe a fruity type of note and a sweet note. But yeah, I really like it. And I'm switching it out from time to time with Alpine Martini. Usually when I'm cooking something, the odors will come up here. And this Alpine Martini Center Easy Melt Cup is strong enough to drown out any cooking odor. So I stick this in there when I'm cooking something. And I've been using these two for about a little over a week now. And hey, still getting great scent throw. But I've switched them out for the same scents. No, I've had Christmas Eve in this one. Probably a week or so during and before Christmas. And I was still using the Alpine Martini for cooking odors. I forgot to show you this in the master bedroom. There's another tree, just a small tabletop type of tree, but it is sitting on a fake wood stove that's really very realistic. I'm sure you've seen them in Home Depot and Lowe's. But anyway, I love this Easy Melt cup Easy Melt burner because it lights up, as you can see, and it has a timer. And what I am burning in that is red apple wreath. This is a very cinnamony, clovey Christmas type scent. Cinnamony, clovey, with a little hint of balsam. Just to me, it just reminds me of "'Tis the Season" and even Christmas Eve. It's just a really strong, throwing Christmassy scent. And but I've alternatively been burning with it whenever I just want more gourmand. I've been melting rather, cookie swap, Yankee Candle cookie swap, Easy Melt Cup, crunchy pistachio vanilla. And I like it. I'd buy it again. A little out of my wheelhouse, but I've been enjoying it. I get the nuttiness of it and the creaminess of it too. It's kind of creamy smelling. So yeah, I'd buy it again. And I already showed you earlier today that in my office I was melting spiced pomegranate cider. And I told you why I was melting it as opposed to burning it. So in my master bathroom, I have citrus and snowflakes, I think it's called. And I'm thinking it may be time to make a change because I'm not smelling it as I usually. It is a nightlight situation. But it may be time to make a change because I usually smell it as soon as I walk in here. And actually, I was just thinking because the others that I had changed when I started using this one. So I was thinking I was going to change it anyway. And I have it ready, actually. I'm going to try for the first time in Wallflowers Fresh Sparkling Snow. So now I kind of whiff it a little more, but it may be time to make that change. And what I am using for soap in here is the wonderful Vanilla Bean Noel soap made with olive oil. And what I meant to tell you guys when I hauled that was, I looked at how many I got. I actually got 13 or 14 of them for a little over $50 with the $20 off coupon. So it made it $30. So almost just a little bit more than $2 a piece. And as you can see, it's almost twice as much, 13.3 fluid ounces, as opposed to, I think it's 8 something in the other soaps. So that makes it worth it to me right there. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. And then last but not least, we are showering slash body scrubbing alternately with marshmallow pumpkin latte, shower gel, marshmallow pumpkin latte, body scrub, vanilla bean Noel shower gel, and this is my first time getting this particular body scrub, the Shea and Sparkle scrub, and I got this at SAS for I believe it was $2.75. And I like this consistency. It does not leave glitter on you the way I thought it would, so I'm glad of that. But it's more, it's not as chunky as the other sugar scrubs. So I kind of like this a little more. And even though it's not as much in it, I don't need to use as much. But whenever I use a body scrub, I always put a dab of shower gel on it just to give it a little bit more lather. So, yeah, that's what I am using, burning, and melting. Thank you so much for watching.